everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by today for a chatty day in the life. I hope you leave some comments down below so we can continue to talk, but let's go ahead and jump into today's video.
Faster than you.
You're way faster than Dad.
Yep.
Alright, so we just got the few things that we needed from Ace, and we are running over to a friend's house really quick. She's been in the process of moving the past 2 weeks, and she needs help lifting a piece of furniture, and her man is at work today, so Dylan's going to help her real quick do that, and then we'll get back to the house. We'll probably have to feed Bubs because he sounds like he's waking up, and then hopefully during the next nap we can actually get started on the yard work. We might actually start mowing while I'm feeding him, huh? And then I'll work on the flower bed. $5. You would be the one to win it. But anyway, we're gonna do that, and then I'll catch up with y'all later.
I was really faster than Dad, and I touched the car first, and I got in the car, and then Daddy took a while to get in the car. Can I show you outside? This is outside, and whenever you look at everything outside, that's steadying the world.
Hi, puppies. So we had to come home to eat, right? This is hard one-handed. Dad and Sis are running an errand, and we're gonna eat, aren't we? Real quick, we're gonna eat super fast. Here's my puppies. Say, are we a month old? Are we a month old? Dylan is taking Ev to go cash in her, what's it called? Scratch-off ticket. She got a scratch-off ticket. We bought a lotto ticket, which we never do because it was literally so high, so why not? Unfortunately, we did not win, but someone from Texas did. I saw on like Fredericksburg or something. He's taking her to go cash in her scratch off. She won $5, so good on her. I don't think I've ever won more than $1 on one of those, but I'm gonna feed Bubs, they're gonna run their errand, and then we should be able to get out in the yard and get started on something. You'll notice whenever you have a baby or children in general, it's really, hold on, I gotta mute the TV. I just realized that. Okay, as I was saying, when you have children, it's really hard to do anything, apparently. It's hard to stay on a, like, I don't want to say a schedule because you definitely have like a schedule that you have to follow, especially with the newborn with like feeding times and all that. But one of the hardest things, at least for me, is being like, okay, I want to, for instance, get the flower bed done today, which will take a few consecutive hours to work on. And I am definitely the type who wants to work like straight from beginning to end. So, you know, having the thought of this morning, like, oh, we need to run to Ace, grab a few things, come back and actually do the work is how I would like to do it. But instead it's like we've taken probably 2 hours just to get the things that we need to actually get started on the yard work, and it's already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's getting pretty toasty. It's honestly getting a little cloudy, so I wonder if it's supposed to rain. But honestly, depending on like how he naps and all that dictates how long I actually get to spend working. So my goal, I'm going to try to make a more sustainable goal for today, and that would be to at least trim back the shrubs because they're very overgrown. We've only been in this house for I guess 2 months now, and the tenants before us definitely didn't do much of the landscaping, so the front flower bed is very overgrown and I want to get it shaped up, so at least if I can get the hedges trimmed back really far, that will be a win in my book. Obviously, I would love to trim them back, pull up all the weeds and the grass and actually put mulch in, but I think I'm being very advantageous, is that the word? I don't know. I think that's maybe shooting a little high for today. And it's Sunday, which means I need to do laundry and get stuff ready for Dylan and Ev for them going to work and school tomorrow. So we just got some stuff we got to do, and we have, I think, a family member coming over to visit. It's just, the day's gonna go by really fast. Meanwhile though, we got this sweet girl just looking out the window. She'll probably go out there with me when I do the yard work. Okay, it is way later now. I fed Bubs. He did not want to lay down. I ate lunch really quick and then fed him again. So now he's being held by his grandfather. So I'm going to come out here and try to work a little bit on the shrubs. Keep in mind, I don't do this very often, so it's not like I know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to try to at least shape it up a bit because it's looking pretty unruly. Dylan just finished mowing, so I'm going to try and tackle the flower bed. But this is pretty much what we're working with. You can tell where they're supposed to be, you know, where it's supposed to be edged out or whatever, and it's been completely overgrown. I'm not sure. Let's see. It looks like he weed-eated, so I might try to like hoe up some of the grass. I'm not sure, but this is definitely way overgrown. The lantanas are way overgrown, and they just like harbor a lot of like mosquitoes and stuff. So I want to get that away from the door. But when you go over here to this side, this whole area looks really nice still. I mean, it could have some, well, I guess that has a tree in there that needs to be cut out, but really I feel like the area closest to like the door is what needs it. So we're going to attempt to do something. Okay, so I've gotten a little bit done, but then had a, what is a disaster in my head. I completely forgot about Ev's cheer camp, so that was a whole crisis, but it was diverted. I handled it. She'll still get to cheer Friday at the football game, but now I have my little helper out here with me, and she's gonna help me trim up the rest of this shrub. I don't like it.
Wow! That's all we did?
Oh, that was a big pile. Okay, meanwhile, while Ev and I are still working on the shrubs, Dylan is setting up our pickleball net so we can play outside tonight. So I'm going to show you him setting that up. Alright, so I was trying to work as fast as I could. Obviously, I got a little, I don't know, clip happy, cut happy, whatever. I just completely demolished the flower bed. But now I feel like I can actually till this up, cover it with mulch, and just kind of get it how we want it to be instead of super overgrown. These will grow back super fast, so I don't feel bad about trimming it. But like the difference being, so this is where obviously, okay, right here is where the original plant is, and this is how far back it has gotten, so it's very unruly right now. I may have messed up chopping that thing down because there was one over there, but it just, half of it was dead already. So anyway, we are about to play some pickleball and have some friends come over. When it gets dark, it apparently lights up, so we're gonna give it a whirl. You want to try? Yeah. Okay. Ooh, nice. Woohoo! The Bubbas. Hi, Bubbies. Can we smile? Can I have a smile? Yeah? Yeah. There's my Bubbas. I look even prettier now, don't I? Hello and good morning, my friends. I know I'm looking a little bit crazy today. I decided to give these heatless curl things a try, but I did not have the energy to want to even attempt to do it last night. So during his morning nap, I washed my hair and got them put up, and now I'm just waiting for them to dry, which my hair takes forever. So hopefully by the time Everly's out of school, it'll be good. Anyway, I'm letting Bubs have his bottle. I have it propped up so he's sitting in front of a window because his bilirubin is still a little bit high. I have him propped up over there because I can't really nurse in front of a giant open window, and that's the best one that gets sunlight in our house. So he's doing that, and I'm going to drink my coffee. And I don't know, I kind of really can't do much even though I'm hands-free right now because I'm going to constantly burp him and check on him, obviously. So I'm gonna have a little bit of time with him this morning, get him fed, probably try to do some tummy time with him, so I'll try to get footage of that if he's feeling it. Sometimes he's for it, sometimes he'll just cry the whole time. So I guess I'll show you regardless because maybe you're curious about what it's like having a newborn, and it's not perfect by any means all the time. So I'm gonna do that, and really I don't have a ton planned for today other than maybe tidying up the house, and then when Dylan and Ev get home, I don't know, we might play pickleball or we might go to the volleyball game. So I don't know, we'll kind of see what happens today. But I will obviously give you an update on these. I see people on TikTok with them all the time, and then I'm like, okay, is it really that easy? Does it really look that good? And I feel like my hair will be a real testament to that because I have very like fine, curly, frizzy hair, and I have a lot of it. So we'll see how it turns out. Burp break. Oh, I know. I'll give it back. Oh, I'm sorry. Burping point. Or for him. We gotta get that sunlight in. I'm very excited for him to be at the age to hold his head and body so I can just hold him like this. But Mama's too afraid you're gonna just flop over. Why don't you just... If I go this way, you're just gonna turn your head that way? What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, lovely little smiles. You're so cute. We like looking at that fan and it's not even moving. It's just so interesting. Well, let me tell you, it makes a world of a difference. Not only when your baby sleeps through the night, like he did, because the night prior he did not, but he slept from, let's see, we laid you down at 9 and you didn't wake up till 7. So I got to sleep all night. I may have missed my pumping hours, so I was not feeling good when I woke up, but I pumped at 5 and we got sister up, and it was such a nice morning, and we dropped her off for school, and then Mom was able to lay you down again. You took your morning nap and I showered, and it's just been a good day, and I'm just in a super chatty mood apparently. But if it was anything like yesterday, which y'all didn't see, I obviously did not vlog that day because I was not feeling it. I was just obviously like the exact opposite. Like I was just dragging. I did not have any makeup on. My hair was looking pretty rough. Not that it ever looks that great anyway when I have it on camera, but yeah. Oh, do you want your passy? Let me get your passy. But he also had, not only did he not sleep well the night before, but he just had one of those like cluster feeding days. So I'm sure he was having like a growth spurt, because it was, he would eat for maybe 10 minutes and then pass out for 20 to 30, then wake up screaming. And I could not get him to nap longer than 20, couldn't get him to nurse longer than 10, because he would just fall asleep because he was so tired. He literally did that all day yesterday. So by the time like we got around to bedtime, we made sure to give him a really good bath. We got him all lotioned up, put him in a really nice thick onesie and his little swaddle, and then we gave him a bottle so we could actually measure how much he took in, because still, even when I'm breastfeeding, there's no way to fully know how much he's getting. You kind of just have to go off of their cues of whether or not they feel full. But like I said yesterday, he was stopping every 10 minutes. Oh, do you need a poop? You look like you're working on it. Like you can't decide you want to chew on the passy, but you're focused on something else, aren't you? But yeah, so we did the bottle to actually gauge how much he took in, and he took in the full 6 ounces, which was good. Oh, and then my husband rocked him to sleep. He goes to bed better at night with him doing it, because I think even if he's fed, when he's with me, he still searches for me, whether it's to continue feeding or he just likes being close, which is completely different than my daughter. My daughter was fine being on her own, but I think this one's a little bit more clingy to mama. Is that right? I'm gonna have to pump soon. I just realized that. I haven't pumped since 5 and I fed you with a bottle. Oh my goodness. I really kind of lost my train of thought on that one, which is postpartum motherhood. If there's not a better way of showing it, I don't know what is. Needless to say, we're feeling good today. We're feeling good, aren't we, Bubbas? We just feel like a real person on days like this. I'm gonna let him lay here for a few minutes, and then we'll try to do some tummy time. I want to make sure as much of his food has settled as possible, because obviously when you flip over on your stomach, you're putting all that pressure on there, and I want him to keep in as much milk as he can. It's kind of like a crazy cycle, because like you need to do tummy time with your babies, but they are not going to have the patience to do tummy time when they wake up. But that would be ideal, because before they eat, then you'd rather them just eat so you can lay them down, because they're kind of like in that milk drunk phase. But it doesn't work that way. You have to do tummy time afterwards, because they're just so eager to eat. So we're gonna let him relax for a little bit. I'm gonna sip on my coffee, and then we'll try some tummy time. Obviously, I know every mom thinks their baby's adorable, but he's just, if there's anything I've done right, it's how the babies have turned out. And like I have very hard pregnancies, very unfortunate deliveries, and you know, it's worth it obviously in the end. The babies turn out good and healthy for the most part, so it's a blessing. I am for sure done though. We are for sure done having babies though, aren't we? Mama can't keep doing it. But if we ever feel the need, we're gonna adopt. I always wanted to have like 4 kids at least, and so obviously I just have the 2. So on this last C-section, I've had 2 C-sections with both my kids. My first one was an emergency, so not my choice. Second one was elected, but we found out with like the complications that I had, that's the only route for my body. Oh my goodness, we're wiggling. You're gonna have fun with tummy time, huh? But this time I decided, just since like my body can't do everything how it's supposed to, that it was too much of a risk. For a third, I had, like, obviously he was worth it, don't get me wrong. This was my 3rd pregnancy, 2 full term, and their blessings. It's 100% worth it. Like, I would do it again for the sake of them, but I was also very terrified this time around having him, because I had that fear of not only dying, like I had the fear of dying in my first C-section, but this time around it was not just dying but leaving my baby behind. And it was just a whole mental game I was not expecting to have like the day of, because I was honestly in a lot more of a peaceful state because it was planned. But yeah, I was not expecting all those feels. You're just a wiggly worm. So I got a tubal done this time with my C-section. So if we feel the need to have kids in the future, yeah, we'll adopt kids if we obviously feel the need, or if God puts that in our path, we will. Honestly, I hope one day we will be in that situation, because I would love to have more kids. It's hard, don't get me wrong, but they're worth it. I like having, it feels like we have a little team. I don't know, it's so crazy to think, like, my husband and I, let's see, today's our anniversary, so we've been married for 8 years, together for 11, and it's just so crazy now having our own kids. Bless you. Because honestly, to a point, you still feel like you're a kid. Like, I mean, Obviously, I'm an adult. I feel like an adult, but my mind still thinks like I don't know as much as my parents knew whenever they had kids. But like probably they felt the exact same way. So it's just crazy to think that we have 2 little minis and we have our own team. We have 2 boys and 2 girls. Daddy's not outnumbered anymore. I'm just blabbing. I don't know if anyone cares to listen or has any questions about motherhood or is just curious about anything. I'm literally the type who is an open book in real life. There's no such thing as TMI with me. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below because I will answer them. Yeah, you're doing good, Bubs. You're doing so good. I'm gonna tickle all the way up your leg. Oh, I'm gonna go up your belly. And I'm gonna get those cheekies. I got those cheekies. Yeah, I did. Let's try some tummy time, Bubba's. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Oh, you're doing so good. Holding that head up, huh? Yeah, you can do it. Let's get your... Oh, that was a good burp. Look. Look. I know. The ducky. There's the ducky. Can you follow the ducky? Good job. Can you follow the crab? There's Mr. Crab. There's Mr. Crab. Ooh. If you're not familiar with tummy time and you haven't had to do it yet or haven't been able to do it yet with a baby, it looks pretty uneventful right now. And that's just because he's so little. Ooh, can we look? Because at this age, being 1 month old, you're mainly just supposed to try to help them strengthen their necks. Oh, I know. We're already tired. You're supposed to help them strengthen their necks. They can start seeing black and white shapes. Oh, did it just spit off? The one time I don't have a bird brag, Bubba's. Is that what you needed? You need to get that out. But yeah, so they can see shapes pretty much like this close, so like my hand to my face. Everything else just looks pretty blurry to them, but you want to gauge pretty much their tracking, which is what I was doing with these cards. So since they can really only see simple shapes in black and white, this is what I show, and you try to track or get them to track to follow it, but their attention span does not last very long. But it also, when they're laying on their back, helps them to strengthen their neck because they're having to turn their head both directions. So it might be time to go lay down, huh? I think I'm gonna go put him in a onesie and lay him down. He's getting tired. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this really quick while Bubs is content over here. He actually gave me a really nice nap today, and I had the whole afternoon nearly to myself, which was nice. It was like I kept waiting to even start to be productive because I was afraid he'd wake up. So I literally just binge watched a show and did a few things on my computer. Lady. So we're gonna take these out really quick because we're about to leave to go to the volleyball game, and obviously I'm not gonna go like this, so let's hope that they look decent. You think it's gonna look good? Yeah. Everly's here. We already did school pickup and have been hanging out. She's having snack right now, so hold on, Bubs. I don't know. I feel like I see people do this way. I don't know. I should have watched how to take them out. Okay, they're still a little damp. My hair, like I said, is pretty thick, but I have had them in literally since 9 o'clock, and it's almost 5. What was that happening right there is where I had the clip, I guess. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. I might have to go look in the mirror. Oh! Bubbies! Bubbies! I don't know where your pacifier is. Will you check and see if it's in his car seat? Okay, I'm gonna zhuzh it up. Okay. Wow, she is voluminous. Not too bad. Alright, you guys, that is about it for today's video. I am just showing a few clips from the volleyball game that we went to that night. But thank you for sticking around if you did all the way to the end. Like I said, it was a chatty vlog. I kind of went in circles. You would not believe how much I actually cut out, but if you made it all the way through this video, give it a thumbs up because you're the best, literally. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!